The loss of life that India saw, particularly during the second COVID wave, has been unparalleled throughout the world. Despite collecting several lakh crores in the PM CARES fund, not enough vaccines were ordered in time to inoculate people against the deadly virus. Instead, while people were gasping for air and begging for oxygen, the BJP government lied that there was no oxygen shortage and threatened to arrest anyone who complained about oxygen shortage on social media. To add insult to injury, the families who lost loved ones due to COVID were not even given the dignity of acknowledgement, as death certificates in several BJP ruled states omitted COVID as the cause of death. According to international media projections, over 42 lakh people died of COVID in India in the second wave, over 10 times the official death figure. The Congress party demands that the government release the actual number of COVID deaths and give families who are still grieving for their lost members a chance for closure. A few days back, Rahul Gandhi ji gave voice to the anguish of the families of COVID victims. He said that when the government collects taxes, it is its job to protect the people. The government failed to prevent the second COVID wave. It failed to provide adequate health infrastructure when people were suffering. And when families lost their loved ones, even after spending rupees 10 to 15 lakhs from their savings on their treatment, the government refused to compensate. Rahul ji demanded that the families of COVID victims be given the compensation of rupees 4 lakh, which is their right. The government lied in Supreme Court that it has no money to pay compensation, but yet it seems to have plenty of money to undertake unnecessary vanity projects such as the Central Vista project, which costs around 20,000 crore. The government must stop making excuses and issue compensation to the families of the victims. It is the government's arrogance and incompetence which has led to the loss of life in the second wave. Nothing can bring back our loved ones, but at least the government can do is try and make the amends for the fatal mistakes. The Congress party demands that the government acknowledge the true number of COVID-related deaths and compensate their families with rupees 4 lakh each. Congress will not rest until these families get their compensation.